Hello and welcome to today's Daily Dose NASCAR on the Not Your Average Kids channel. So today, when I was trying to think of what I was going to do for my Daily Dose NASCAR video, I thought to myself, what if I was in charge of NASCAR? What would I do? And I thought, I could make this a series. Every Monday, if I was in charge of NASCAR, what would I change? First thing, I would change it to schedule. That's what we're talking about today. So we're going to reach in to the helmet here. Pull out this piece of paper, and this is how I would make the schedule. Pretty simple. So the first race of the year, this is a 38 race schedule, being 36 point paying races and 2 exhibition races. There are 5 5.5-mile tracks versus the 30 something that are currently on the schedule. I'm going to try to do this in one video, but if it takes 2, it's going to take 2. So the first race this season would be the Clash at Daytona, like always. And then the second race and the first points paying race would be the Daytona 500. Never change that. The third race being Atlanta, like it is right now, that's perfectly fine with me. That's where the similarity is in. The fourth race of the year, I'd have it Sonoma. And the thing about this Atlanta and the Sonoma race is, I'm not going to take credit for this idea because it was Denny Hamlin's idea, is to have, jingle, 2 races a week sometimes, a weeknight race and a Sunday. So a Tuesday night race and a Sunday race, Sunday or Saturday race. The 5th race would be at a racetrack that hasn't been raced in such a long time, but you know, this is, if I was in charge, I would put money in this racetrack. It would be North Wilkesboro Speedway. If you don't know what North Wilkesboro Speedway is, it is a short track that NASCAR used to run. It is home to one of the greatest finishes in NASCAR between Kurt Busch and Ricky Craven. If you haven't seen it, look it up. The 6th race of the year would be at Martinsville. The 7th race of the season would be at a track that has never hosted a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race, and that is Eldora. That would be so great. To see Sprint Cup cars on dirt, it'd be crazy. I mean, the trucks can barely handle it, and most of them are dirt racers by trade. Half the Sprint Cup guys haven't raced on dirt in 5 to 8 years, at the least. Probably 20, some of them, and some of them have never touched dirt in their entire lives. The 8th race would be at Richmond. Pretty standard. The 9th race at Darlington. The 10th race at Bristol. The 11th race at Volusia County Speedway Park, another dirt track. I mean, we hit this dirt track hard. And the 12th race would return to North Wilkesboro. I'll tell you why. From the first North Wilkesboro race to the 12th North Wilkesboro race, instead of a West Coast wing, let's have a American Racing Tour. And this would be we'd have these 8 races, and if you could win 5 out of those 8 races, you get a $5 million bonus. It's like the Grand Slam, like they used to have in the olden days. Like they used to have back when you could win the Daytona 500, the World, the Die Hard, and the Southern 500. And then after that, the 13th race would be at Homestead Miami Speedway, which is 1.5 miles, but it didn't count as 1.5 miles because it's not a cookie cutter track. It's got some pretty interesting racing, especially when Kyle Larson's involved, because he practically drives out right outside the racetrack. He's on such a high line at that racetrack constantly. 14th race, I would have at Texas, which would be a Tuesday night race to the 15th race of the season, Watkins Glen, which would be on Sunday. Now 16 is where it gets interesting. Now the Wednesday of this week, the NASCAR officials will reach in a bucket, have a computer program do it. This will be random. The teams will have from Wednesday to that Sunday to prepare the car. There are no lockdown periods. You have until the start of the race Sunday to fix your race car how you want it. So you won't know where you're racing till that Wednesday. The 17th race would be the 2nd exhibition race of the season and would be at Talladega. Yes, the 2nd the All-Star race Talladega. That would be great. This week, this year's All-Star race, it was meh. And that's where I'm going to stop this video. You're going to have to catch out part 2 to see the rest of the schedule.